There is a massive problem on YouTube. Back in February of 2015, Google released its children-friendly version of the YouTube app simply titled YouTube Kids in the United States. The service was intended to allow children the freedom to explore videos and topics they were interested in, while simultaneously offering parents peace of mind while their kids browse the internet. With tighter restrictions, a timer, the ability to disable search functions, and algorithmically curated content, YouTube Kids was a safer alternative to the full app and was met with generally positive reviews. But of course, somebody's trying to exploit it all, which brings me to ElsaGate. Taking a trip down the subreddit dedicated to the hashtag ElsaGate quote-unquote refers to a wave of videos being produced by different channels containing pop culture characters, typically Western, that are shown doing bizarre and usually violent and or sexual acts. Taking a look at some of the channels mentioned on the subreddit, the videos on the surface look pretty normal. It's your average cartoon characters doing things like playing sports and going to the beach. But digging a little bit deeper into these channels and the suggested videos of these channels, things start to get really weird really quickly. Popular characters can be found holding families at knife point, drinking each other's urine, and even in one instance, Elsa, Spider-Man, and 2 children all dying in a plane crash.
Help me! Help me! Help me!
Other concerned parents have even described videos of characters being electrocuted to death, losing limbs, being poisoned, and even one channel recently featured on the subreddit of over 20 videos of a girl just receiving injections. That's all the video's content is. It isn't just cartoons either. You can also find live action shorts of adults dressed up like Spider-Man, Elsa, the Hulk, doing bizarre and suggestive acts on each other throughout the videos. It's super bizarre and super strange. But these are the videos showing up inside of the Kids app, and they're getting millions and millions of views. Now you're probably asking yourself, well, how? How does this happen? How does anybody greenlight this content for an app designed for kids? And that's kind of the problem. YouTube Kids doesn't directly curate the content before it's suggested to your kids' eyes. It's all done via an algorithm. Much like how YouTube suggests content for you based on the videos that you frequently watch, YouTube Kids sifts through thousands and thousands of uploads a day based on parameters such as audio, color, duration, and the keywords in the titles and descriptions of these videos. These videos are prepared in a way that's tricking the algorithm into letting them slip through the cracks by disguising them as just your average Peppa Pig cartoon, which is exactly what they look like. Some users have speculated that these videos are actually just being mass-produced to maximize advertisement revenue for these channels, but that they've also potentially evolved into some kind of bizarre form of competition between the channels themselves, which you can read about on the subreddit. However, some other users believe that these videos are actually being used as a form of communication between child predators and are linked to some deeper conspiracy surrounding child trafficking. Now, while there isn't anything directly concrete about this, I will link the subreddit in the description below, as well as a clip from the H3H3 podcast where they kind of skim over this idea a little bit further. Now, while YouTube has stated that they will be responding to any flagged videos within a matter of hours after receiving a complaint, the problem is that these videos autoplay. There's nothing stopping your kid from flicking to one of these videos without you having to hover over their shoulder the entire time to make sure the content is okay, which kind of goes against the core philosophy of the app in the first place. This was supposed to be a safer version of the full experience, but it's turning out to have a lot of the same exploitation problems that the full app has been plagued with for years. And if I'm being honest, it's completely irresponsible for Google to be leaving that judgment call of what's okay and what isn't for our kids to be watching up to a computer algorithm. But I guess when it comes down to it, it really is just a matter of how much trust are we willing to put in YouTube to keep our kids safe in the first place.